project, I decided to do Geogebra. So this is a platform that you can easily access on Safari. You just type in Geogebra and it will take you to this. So this is a platform that has a lot of different branches off of it. It has many different calculators such as graphing calculator, scientific calculator. It can help you study for tests. There are different apps that branch off of it. And just kind of different topics that really makes it very inclusive for math, but it also dips into science as well as English and history a little bit, not as much as math and science. But just a little overview to begin. In the top right over here, this is a sign-in option. It is free. You don't have to pay for anything, which is really nice and convenient. Like I said, you can sign in if you choose to. It will save your data, but if you don't sign in, it will not save your data. So for me, I did create a quick profile. It took me not even 2 minutes. So I can kind of create different folders, activity, books. I can upload images. So say I'm the teacher, I can have my kids join the classroom, or if I am a student, all my work would be on this page right here. Some of my favorites, I could save a graph that I did and it would go into this collection, and it would just kind of be a way for everybody to join onto one platform. Like I said, timeline, this is kind of like a conversation chat that I could upload. Hey, homework is due at 11 o'clock tonight, and my students could see that. Again, these would be my people and followers that were a part of my classroom. And then again, if I had multiple different groups, this is where my students would go. So that is my profile. This is the home page. So just a quick little overview. These are all of our resources down here. So there are fun activities that go along with this app and platform. There's a ton of tutorials of how to learn how to use the graphing calculator, which I think is really helpful because when I was in 8th grade, I just got handed a calculator with a ton of buttons and got told how to use it. So getting down to the nitty gritty of things, the apps are available on App Store. The platform is definitely much easier to display on a MacBook or some type of desktop computer, but it is accessible through the phone. And I do like the idea of calculators on my phone while I'm doing homework on my laptop. So just a couple things. The privacy is really awesome. We're going to click that. It's very laid out for us. Like we discussed in class, the COPA and the FERPA is very important, and they highlight that really nicely and clearly. So this is an app that a lot of kids use, so it is very important, again, to document and make it so accessible for parents to realize, and teachers also to understand kind of the information and the privacy settings behind this platform. So again, back to our home screen, the news feed kind of shows different features of the platform, and this really reminds me of like Twitter chats, which I think is really cool because this is a great way for teachers to kind of get inspired with math lessons and share with other teachers different platforms. A couple other resources that are here are like algebra topics are a huge one. Geometry, statistics is really difficult for a lot of people, so this is kind of like a different form of Khan Academy, which will help you kind of get into the rhythm of things. So if we go to algebra and we go to multiplication, you can see that it has obviously the topic. It's telling us that this is best for upper elementary, and we are going to choose to practice this. So you go to practice. It lays out the skills right here, which is really nice. And then if you choose to, you can either have this as your main platform, but a lot of schools do like Google Classroom. So I could add this to one of my Google Classrooms, which is really, really awesome. So there's some prereq resources, more multiplications, and then more work after you complete this activity. So this is one of the activities. And so this is showing the area model to find the product. So say we do, here is 40 times 10 is 400. Sorry, it took me a second. 40 times 1 is 40. 10 times 1 is 10. And 1 times 1 is 1. So then we're going to check that. And we got it all correct, so now we go to the next problem. So this is really just a fun way to get kids on the computer, help them learn in a different sense from pen and paper, which can be very repetitive and boring for students. So that is kind of all of GeoGebra has to offer.